Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, Season 8, Episode 9. Um, Luckily, I don't know anything about this going in, of course. I'm spoiler-free. I don't know title, I don't know writer, I don't know plot, I don't know characters, nothing. And I'm saying it's lucky, because as it has been for the past weeks, I was not able to, record this, I guess you could say, on time. I was not able to do it yesterday on Saturday. Now here's the thing. I'm saying this here, I'll probably mention it again elsewhere, but I said that this weekend was probably going to be my last, unless something came up, that I was going to have something going on Saturday. Something came up. This next Saturday, I should be able to be going to my friend's birthday party. She's having a party, a gaming party, a tabletop party, at her place. But it's gonna be later than like the normal tabletop parties my friend Rob hosts, like the one I went to yesterday. So I should hopefully be able to get to at least My Hero Academia before I leave this Saturday. Maybe MLP as well. That's a big maybe though. But we're going to focus on today. So, you are seeing this most likely on Monday. Because I think I'm choosing to take a break from uploading anything today on Sunday. Just want to take a day off of uploading, you know? So I don't have to worry too much about the editing process and everything. Yeah. So yeah, I know nothing about this episode. Luckily, I remained spoiler-free. And I'm excited to get to it, though, because this season's been fantastic so far, and I have nothing but high hopes for the future. If you didn't watch my recent update video, I also got a bunch of new DVDs and stuff from my grandmother today when I went over there for Mother's Day. I got stuff like the Season 1 DVD sets of Arrow and Game of Thrones. Just a fun little thing I wanted to point out. If you haven't seen the update video, which goes over everything I got, I would definitely suggest checking it out, just for fun, if nothing else. And maybe some of these movies I could react to in the future. Movie reactions still are kind of iffy at the moment, but I'm hoping to get to them at some point. At least something, you know? So it's always a possibility. You never know. But yeah. So, I'm excited to get to this episode. I have no idea what we have in store. I'm saying right off the bat, this is not a downloaded file, because the file I got is off of a link I was given, because apparently Equestria Daily hasn't been, I'm going based off what I'm told. Equestria Daily, when they're linking to the episode after the fact, like after it's already aired and everything, they've been linking to, like, sites and all that aren't, like, super downloadable from, or at least you have to go through this bunch of hoopla to download from. Again, don't know for sure, this is just what I'm being told. They're not linking to, you know, like the normal, like, Daily Motion or whatnot anymore. I don't know, maybe Hasbro's cracking down on Daily Motion, nobody's been trying BitChute or something. I don't know. The point is, so, this would be able to be downloaded, but I was told that I would risk seeing the title and stuff if I tried, and if they tried, it would just be hard for them to get it to me after and all of that jazz. So I'm just reacting to it off the link that I was given from my friend. So yeah, it's fine. I mean, as long as I don't know things ahead of time. So we're going to get this started. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts, and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you at the reaction. Okay, and we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Let me... If this will come up, let me reference something. If it'll come up. That's... Screw it, I'm just going to open it on the File Explorer. Because I want to make a point here. I want to make a point regarding this episode. So I need to get something up here. I should have had it up, honestly, before I started this, but, you know, that's my poor planning. Come on. That's not even in there anyway. Give this a second, and there we go. Open you. I just have to wait for that to come up. Sorry about that. I want to make a point. Okay. So, my least favorite episode of this season from our episodes so far had been the Mod Couple. I gave it a 3.8 out of 5. Mainly because while it did have a great message, it had some great character moments, I really, really couldn't stand Mudbriar. I just could not stand him as a character. I thought he dragged down pretty much the entirety of the episode, to be honest. And as such, as I said, I gave the episode a 3.8. While that could change after some rewatches, I do not think this episode will go even to a 3.5. This episode, I think it was called Non-Compete Clause or something like that. I did not enjoy it. It wasn't an outright terrible episode, and it wasn't like 100% unenjoyable. For example, I loved the students. Like, they were all fantastic. From their characters to their little quips, the little moments like Yona being afraid of water because she can't swim, stuff like that. Ocellus just being badass. That was all fantastic. I loved the students. Gallus's dry wit and sense of humor is fantastic as always. My entire issue stems from Rainbow Dash and Applejack. One, I never really thought that they had good chemistry on screen. Every time they have an episode together, it's always pretty much the same thing, for one. And it's always just blah. There's no real enjoyment to it. There's no entertainment. It's just... It's dribble. It's unenjoyable dribble. And it's not like this horrible thing. It's not like it's like horribly offensive or anything. It's just... It is just unenjoyable. But that's a major problem. Because any piece of media, like its main purpose, its main job is for enjoyment. It is supposed to entertain the viewer, the listener, the reader, whatever. That is the main purpose of any piece of media. And yeah, that counts here for an episode of MLP. Its main purpose has to be to entertain the viewer. Even if that means it's not as strong story-wise or character-wise, as long as it's entertaining, it's fulfilling its main purpose. Now, I want strong story. I want strong characters. Yes, but entertainment is first and foremost the most important factor. It always has been and it always will be. Because without it, there is no point at all to the episode. It has no point in existing if it's not doing its job to entertain. And I'm not going to go as far down to say that this episode was it shouldn't exist. The lesson that was trying to be taught in it about teamwork, it's good to know. But I feel like it wasn't really necessary to teach at this point. This is season freaking 8. At this point, I think the idea of teamwork is pretty well known by the viewers of this show. This feels more like a season 1. Not even season 2, a season 1 lesson. Rainbow Dash and Applejack are always like this when they get together. It's pretty much what their characters are, and in terms of their interaction with each other. So it was no surprise, but at the same time, they should have gotten past this. This is such old hat at this point that it's annoying. It's hard to watch. It's unenjoyable because it's like you should have gotten past this. Seeing you still acting like this towards each other, it almost feels like a regression in character development. Applejack and Rainbow Dash should not be acting like this towards each other. After everything they've went through, everything they've learned, they should not at all be like this anymore. Again, it feels like season 1. The only exception, of course, being the students, who obviously are a more common, more recent thing. You know what I mean. The everything felt forced. Everything, like all of the issues that came about because of their arguing and competitiveness, everything just felt extremely forced and unrealistic. There was no real enjoyability to it because of that. It just felt like they were trying to force in this lesson. And this is the problem. This is one of the main reasons I do not like these kind of episodes that focus on Applejack and Rainbow Dash as the main characters. Because they never work. They always feel forced. They always feel just completely contrived and unenjoyable and stupid. It wasn't like the worst episode ever. It's not like it was this absolutely offensive, terrible episode. It's nothing like Mysterious Ne'er-Do-Well or Applejack's Day Off. No. No, not at all. But this season has been so good. This season has been great thus far. And to see an episode that just feels like such a regression in quality, it hurts. Because this show is so much better than this, especially 8 seasons in. Like I said, if this kind of episode was released, like in season 1, just replace the students with someone else, it would have worked for season 1. For season 1, this would have been a good episode. Not great still, because it'd still be really freaking annoying and forced. But it would have been at least believable and entertaining. To a point, to a degree. But after 7 seasons, 7 full seasons, a movie, spin-offs, and like 8 previous episodes of season 8 so far, this is not acceptable. This is not something we should stand for. And I know, this is my opinion. If you like this episode, that is fine. If you enjoyed this episode, if you enjoyed the character moments, if you enjoyed the story, if you enjoy Rainbow Dash and Applejack's on-screen chemistry, fine. That's okay. I will never attack someone for having a different opinion on that kind of thing than me. But I'm not going to change my opinion on that. I just found this incredibly, unwatchably boring. I found it incredibly, unwatchably unenjoyable and annoying. I can already tell this is gonna... I'll probably rewatch this less than I rewatched The Mod Couple. Which is really saying something, because I've barely watched The Mod Couple since its initial airing. Even with other people's reactions. Like, I didn't watch as many reactions as I normally would. Again, it's not terrible, and it's not horribly offensive or anything like that, but it's not good. Giving me a headache. Tell me in the comments below what you thought of non-compete clause, or whatever it's called. Tell me your thoughts on the character moments. Tell me your thoughts on the students and how they did in this episode. As I said, really the only good part of this episode was the students. They were fantastic. Like, I love these students. Tell me your thoughts and all of that. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Connie Royal, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
And don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today. And though you've come through many obstacles, shed tears